Welcome to my live. Okay. Let me get everything situated here. Okay, so we're gonna do bathroom etiquette, and I have frames that I bought. These were 8 by 10. I took the picture out, cut cardstock to fit that size, just white cardstock, stuck it in behind the glass, and we're going to actually chalk right on the glass on the picture frame. It has hanging hook brackety things to hang longwise or widthwise. So, but I'm going to try to get them all to fit portrait direction, vertical. So let me move those over, and then we'll just take one out. And then we have a toothbrush, a pedestal sink, a bathtub, and a comb. And then we have words: comb your hair, soak, relax, unwind, brush your teeth, and wash your hands. So I thought that this black and white framed look was perfect for any bathroom. It can go with any decor. So all we have to do is fuzz the heck out of these, because we're doing them on glass, and when you do it on glass, you gotta have a lot of fuzz on the transfer. Now these have been used before, so I'm gonna check out the situation on the fuzzing. If they're still really super sticky, which these seem to be, then we want to fuzz them so that it's not going to stick too much to the glass and pull part of our transfer sticky adhesive side off when we peel it. So we definitely want a clean peel, no loss of transfer. All right, so let's start with the pedestal sink. It's very cute. So you might want to kind of pull and rotate and pull. Get it like 3 good times. That way we know we're safe. Okay. Then decide about how far up to put the image. And then I'm not going to press down on the whole thing. I'm just going to go over where my lines are. Ooh, there feels like there's something under there. What is that? I don't know what that was. Now it moved over there, it seems like. What is it? I have no idea. Is it a nerd? Somebody was eating nerds at my table. Who was eating nerds at my table and got nerds? I can't blame them. Nerds are pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to go over, make sure all the lines on my pedestal sink are down. I'm not going to press down on the other part of the transfer because I don't want it to stick too good. Okay. And I have picked out black for our color. let's give that a good stir. I love black and white design. I love black and white photography, but I love it in artwork also. So this could really go anywhere. Put it in your half bath where somebody will see it and enjoy it. Okay. All right, I think we're ready. Just got to move my chair over a little. Still no baby, Tika. What do we need to do? Of course, it's not midnight. This was the day I picked, right? It's not midnight yet. Got to give these things time. Now, if you have a color theme in your bathroom, by all means, you could do whatever your bathroom colors are. Yes, bathroom etiquette. You are never too old to learn. Doesn't that sound like fun? Okay. All right, so as we do each of these frames with whatever the object is, while we're waiting for that to dry, I'll pull the next one over. So there's number 1. Okay, now I'm gonna set this over here. We'll let that air dry a minute or two. Where did I put the rest of them? That's funny. Seriously, what did I do with them all? Oh, they're right behind me. Gosh. All right, so always check the back to see where your little hanging bracket is, so you do it right side up. Okay, so next we have a toothbrush. Okay, so I took out the little, picture that comes with the frame. I took that out. I used it for my template, and I took white cardstock. You could literally do typing paper. You don't have to do cardstock. I just happen to have white cardstock, so I did it in white cardstock. But the trick to doing right on the glass is really fuzzing your transfer really well, and then not pressing down on the whole thing, because I'm doing this right on the glass and I don't want my transfer to peel or anything. So I don't want to secure it down too much. I'm doing very lightly. Okay, so let's peel that. So far, so good. Just depends on a lot of things, like the weather and humidity. I've got the air going, so I'm pretty good so far. Yes, Tika, I need like 5 more fuzz cloths because I go through them so fast. And I love them, and they get chalk paste on them, and then I have to throw them in the laundry, and then I'm like, I can't work with it. I have to get a towel or something, or use my jeans, whatever. So I fuzz at least 3 times, making sure that I have enough fuzz on here so it's not going to ruin my picture, or ruin my transfer, rather. So my sister is at Chalk Con right now, and they're getting a sneak peek at the new catalog for the holidays that's coming out. So Tuesday, our new catalog comes out, and we'll be able to order. But she's there getting a sneak preview, and we are the people in our team, we're trying to like ask questions and get to look at some of the stuff. I'm so excited. We may get a preview of it, some of the product line that's going to be new, at least like transfers and stuff, in an email before Tuesday. And some people in some places in the country are saying that it might be tonight, but I haven't gotten it yet. So I'm like, dang it. I'm so excited. So excited to see it when it's ready. Oops. I need to stick some of these in a different pan so they don't stick together. I got 3 water pans going. Okay, so we have 3 done, 3 semi-done. Let me get the next one. Okay, little hanging thing. All right, so we have this modern looking bathtub. So these are so cool. I can't believe I have not chalked these yet. I kept thinking I wanted to get frames, so I just kind of kept putting it off. And like I said, you can just press down on the lines, the part you're going to chalk, and that way there's no worry about anything sticking. Okay. Fun stuff. Cool. So when do you get another checkup? Like, did your doctor say if you don't go into labor by such and such a time that you're supposed to go in? Anything like that? Any talk of like inducing? Anything fun like that? My doctor was induce happy. He liked to schedule when people went into labor so that it was convenient for him, because he liked having weekends to not have to get called in on a weekend. Okay, so now we have this part. We're going to go back and do, let me put these back over here to dry. We're going to start doing the words to them in order of how we did them. All right, so we started with the pedestal, just checking it's dry, and then find the right one that goes with it. Tuesday. No, my midwife has pretty much given me the go-ahead to try different things. Okay, awesome. That's awesome. If I had to do it all over again, I would have had a midwife too. I think that I didn't even know something like that existed at all. So I had, like, I was induced with all 3 of mine. And so never knew what that was like to like have your water break naturally or anything. And they gave me Pitocin with all 3. And then I didn't do pain medicine too much. Although my first one, Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I want to say they gave me something called Nubane or something like that because I had back labor. I was scared to death to get the shot in the back for pain, so I never did that. Too afraid of it. Just because I have a bad back, I was afraid of it. You induced a uterus in 12 days. 12 days over, my goodness, I guess. My doctor, let's see, Matthew, my oldest, was induced 6 days early, and he was 8 pounds 14 ounces, 21 inches long. Then about 20 months later, my son Joe was induced 14 days early. We did not know what he was, a boy or a girl. He would not cooperate with any ultrasounds. And at 2 weeks early, he was 9.5 pounds. The doctor got scared because he thought that he was only going to be a 7.5 pound baby. And he was so surprised that 9.5 pounds hid in there from that ultrasound, being able to figure that part out. He was like, thank God we didn't go. And he was such a big baby that we had to turn him, I want to say, his shoulders were too broad, so we had to turn him somehow, which kind of was, I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, and it's a little bit uncomfortable for me anyway, for them to do that. So they like press on your belly and stuff and get him to kind of roll over onto his side to come out that way. Head first, but sideways, because the shoulders, yeah, we just weren't going to be able to do it. So that boy is over 6 foot tall now, 20 years old. So there's one. We have one completed. So yeah, I'm sure you have probably heard all kinds of stories from people. But then the third one, Becca, he was like, well, we're not going full term with any baby after my Joe, because the doctor was like, I'm not going to play that game again. So pretty much, if I would have had any after that, I would have probably been induced also. But Becca was 13 days induced, and she was 9 pounds 1 ounce, but still a 9 pound baby 2 weeks before the due date is still a big baby. Matthew, my first, ends up being my littlest, and he was the closest to his due date too. Isn't that crazy? So I think, even though I passed all of those, like check for diabetes and everything, I must have been a little bit close to that, because for the babies to have been that big, I feel like something might have been off a little. Let me see how far down I did the words on wash your hands. I don't know if I should do them all down that low, since I did that one down that low. Then they would be kind of, can't see what I'm doing. Can't see what I'm doing. Gestational diabetes, that's what they call it. My sister Amy, she's the oldest of us siblings. She got gestational diabetes with her one pregnancy and had to have insulin. It was like that bad. So it's one of those things that if you think your family's gonna have issues, might be hereditary among sisters and stuff. Sarah was C-section all the way, everybody, because she had a high risk issue with number one. She Cassie, same age as my Becca, went into distress, and so they had to take her emergency C-section. And it's kind of like the doctor was like, okay, from now on, C-section, all babies. So her experience was different, for sure. Gosh, guys, I am making such a mess here. My hands. But these are going to be so worth it. I'll probably go right into my bathroom and hang these up on the wall. Okay, so we have number 2, crossing fingers. That looks good. It's making my transfers be kind of curly, so I'm hoping they relax back out in the water and don't stay curled. But anyway, not that curling is a bad thing, but okay, I like that. I got splash water on chalk, not a good thing. Okay, we got 2. We set these off to dry. We'll do number 3. Brush your teeth. These are really cool. I mean, these are nice and bathroom appropriate for adults, but for people with little kids, this is really a neat thing because they'll even before your little guys can read, they'll be able to tell what the bathtub is, what the sink is, what the toothbrush is, and then they can make that part of their routine too. Which is cool. I think that's pretty good. What's up, puppy? What's up? Just checking out what mom's doing? My dog she just came right up to me like to look at what I was doing on this thing. Like she's like, oh, is that what you're doing again tonight, Mom? All right, I'm gonna go lay down on my pillow now. She's funny. She's getting old. She's turning 12 in August, and I think she's just like starting to act a little bit like an old lady. Like her eyesight, her hearing, and everything. Boy, I think I'm gonna toss this one in the water. It's getting really dirty. I can't pick up my squeegee. If you can't pick up your squeegee anymore because you keep getting chalk paste on your hands. Hi, Becca.
Hi, welcome to my live. I don't know if I got my face in it or not.
Yeah, your face will be in it. Sorry for the big close-up scary of my daughter. Oh, gosh. I'm waiting.
I told people that helped us tour the apartment today about your chalk business, and they love it.
Awesome. Do they know who I am?
I showed them your Facebook.
Oh, cool, cool. Did you get to go through and tour?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to have to tell me all about it. Okay, my youngest is getting ready for college classes and getting, she picked out an apartment, like student apartments in Kalamazoo, and that she and her sweet mate are sharing. And so that is fun for me. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's going to be so weird to have my youngest moving out. That is so weird. To go to college. So weird. Isn't it, honey? We're going to be empty nesters, kind of, sort of. I'm too young to be an empty nester. What the heck? Keep getting water. There. All right, so we got relax, soak, unwind. tricky. Once you get a good spot, go with it. Just make sure your letters are down. And then we're just smoothing the chalk paste. Okay. Very cool. All right, so those four transfers. Where did I put that bag? It is. I set stuff aside and then I'm like, what? Okay, is this the bag? Yeah. It's a size D transfer, and it has all four designs that I did today. So we've got bathtub, toothbrush, the wash your hands, and the comb your hair. I've seen several people do them a little different. Some did them not all vertical. Like a couple of them did this going this way and this one, and so they had two going vertical, two going horizontal on the frames. And then I've seen it also where they've done the words on the top and the item on the bottom. And you can literally do them however you want. You don't even have to have the words on them, or you can just have the words. You can do the bathtub on a smaller one, like maybe a 5x7. If that's big enough, let me look. Like it could be. This one's 5x7. So depending on how wide or how thin your frame is, you can do the words on a separate 5x7 and do the item on there and make a little collage of like maybe 8 of them or something. However you want to do it. Whatever sounds fun to you. So that was very easy. I literally cut that why can't I talk? The cardstock. I literally took those apart when I got home from Dollar Tree. I cut out the cardstock, popped those in while watching the news, and then had that ready for live tonight. So cool. All right, so I'm going to set these aside. I have the next thing we're going to do lined up over here, ready to go. I think those turned out really cute. And there were so many different frames that you can make. I mean, you can do if you're more into a woodsy look, you could get a wood frame. You could get gold or silver or brass. There's so many different options. Okay, so next, we did, what have we done so far? We did a vintage truck. We did, we just recently did the summer add-on with the vintage truck. Today, we're going to make the happy camper. So, first things first, I always think with this kind of a board that it's good to wax it a little so that I don't have any issues with my transfer. So I have some pieces of wax, and you can use your hand, you can use a cloth. All I'm going to do is just kind of go over it. You can also buy furniture wax, like Minwax furniture wax. That is a really good one for your board also. If it's not a Chalk Couture board, then it's iffy whether or not it's gonna be nasty to your transfer. And because they're reusable, you know, it's a loss if it gets ruined on a board. So you can take a soft cloth and just kind of polish it in. And then that is that. Then you're on the safe side. You just don't know. There's cute boards everywhere. I mostly chalk on the Chalk Couture ones just because I know I can trust them. But for once in a while, something looks right and you think you're going to try that instead, and that's okay. All right, so let's get this baby out and see what pieces we have. Make sure I have all the pieces. This was a very loved transfer, so I want to make sure I've got it all. Okay, we're not going to do the little one. So everything pertaining to the small one, we can put aside. We're doing the big granddaddy. And this is part one. Even though it looks like it might be part two, it's part one. And I made the mistake of that working on the other thing. See, it does seem like I'm missing stuff, doesn't it? Okay, so I have this style curtain, or that one goes to the little one, or if I want this style, I gotta move it over and do both. Is that the idea? I think it is. I think so. Let me see. The other day, this whole thing rolled behind my table, and I just want to make sure I have everything. It looks like I do. It looks like we're good. Okay. So, and then if I wanted, they have this little flag thing, and during the holidays, you can do, during the holidays, like Christmas holidays, they have in the winter add-on, they have like a string of Christmas lights that you can do, which is really cute. So let's stick these to the side for now. We're gonna do the base for it. What's the plan, girly girl? Huh? You're just stealing another fan? Okay. Okay. My kids are nuts. I'm telling you. They're nuts. All right, so when in doubt, fuzz more than once if it's kind of a newer transfer, so that you don't have one that sticks. Cool. Okay, this, we gotta leave room for the wheels and the hitch. So let me see if that is good. Yeah, it could come down a little, just so I don't have it up too high. Okay. We have some pretty bright candy apple red. I'm kind of thinking of the upcoming holiday week, and so I'm kind of like, I'm going to deck out my camper like it's 4th of July weekend. Having all my friends come over for a cookout and do some fireworks. So we're gonna do like a stainless steel slash red festive camper. All right, set that one aside. We got to do this part right here, and I think the white would look good there. For like a white wall tire, is what I'm thinking. No, the other part's white. Okay, so that part's supposed to be, okay, let's get silver. I can't do blackout rims on this, honey, because it's already a black board, even though we like blackout rims. Okay, so this is our silver shimmer. Okay, let's set that aside because I think we're doing that for the top. Okay. Well, that came off really nice. I'm so glad. I was worried that it would stick to that. So either the wax helped, or I don't know. Okay. Okay, let's let this dry because we got it. The next layer goes right over it. So let's dry this quick. I love how our chalk paste dries so nice. All right, so that a little bit warmed up my board. I'm just letting that cool. And while I let that cool, I can fuzz this next transfer, which is the lovely camper. The lovely, lovely camper. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, let's line this up. Oops. Make sure you've got no wrinkles, no bubbles. The dark area is where my screen is, so I want everything as flat as I can get it. And then we will start in. Okay, so I love, what are those campers that are all like stainless steel, chrome looking. You know what I'm talking about? Are they called Streamline, Airline? What are they called? Forget. But they're really cool. Always see them on the turnpike. And always wanted to know what those look like inside. This camper a little bit reminds me of it. So that's why I thought I'll try this silver glimmer paste on it. Cool, cool. And then it'll look kind of like chrome. Okay, so wherever you want to start, just work your way, smoothing as you go the areas. You don't have to do the whole transfer, just where the screen is. So, and a little bit will go a long way. So you can always scrape across it and pick up the excess. Since I want mine to look like chrome, I'm using this silver shimmer. I think it's going to make it pop. Ooh. I think we have everything. That looks good. Okay, then just put back in your jar and set that aside. Stick these in the water. All right, ready to reveal. That looks awesome. Now, I put this in with this transfer here. Almost didn't have enough pans of water for this. Almost. All right, let's dry this. Okay, so that looks really cool. All right. All right, so next, we're gonna let that cool and we're gonna add some curtains. And I think to make it a little bit festive, we are going to do curtains a little bit lighter. Or maybe like a double set of curtains that are kind of colorful. I don't know yet. How do you do curtains for this window? Kind of awkward. It's kind of like a, I don't know, we're gonna see what that looks like. The curtain, that window is like a rhombus. It doesn't line up with this curtain real well, but I think when this transfer set fell yesterday, that there could be another one back behind my table still. So that's probably what happened. All right, so I'm just gonna chalk where the curtain shows through the window because there's a little area where it doesn't, where it's the siding of the, okay, now let's peel that up and we're gonna do one over here. Okay, got two curtains. There. Now, let me get that little mark off. That one. Okay, let's let that dry a sec. Okay, next, while those are drying, I thought it would be cool to put the flags up and do like a red, white, and blue theme. So it goes along with our pickup truck that we have behind me here on the wall. All right, so you can do this however you want. Hopefully that's dry enough. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, okay, get my mini squeegees here. So we got 3 colors. Let me stir the blue Liberty. Okay, now we kind of got to be quick about it because we don't want it to dry too much. See where I'm going with this? All right, so now we lift that up. We're gonna do another section here. And a white section again. And maybe just a little more here, as far out as it'll go. Okay. Okay, there's that one. Stick that in the water over here. Okay, what else do we have to do? I think just the words. Now let me get those out. Where are they? Over here. I think that'll fit on there. Let me make sure though that my little flags that I just spent that time on are dry first. Okay, make sure I got a couple little pieces here and there. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, a couple little bits of chalk paste right there, but I think that is festive for this holiday coming up this week, and I think it's gonna go with the other 4th of July things that I made. I kind of want to pull everything out now and at least pull the truck down and show you how well this goes with it now and see what you think. All right, let me quick cap these pastes and I will show it to you. I'm kind of excited. I hope it'll all show in this area. Okay, so the camper's gonna go behind the truck. Let's put it about right there. And then here's the truck. with fireworks going off like crazy. Let's see once this shows up on my image, if you can even see the whole thing. You can. That is so cool. Do you see it, honey? Okay. It's so cool. I love it. What a good day's work. We finally got the camper done that goes with the truck. It has fireworks exploding out of the back of it. This is how we roll. It is perfect. This is our family to a T, right? Love it, guys. I love it. All right, so we did the This Is How We Roll, and we also did bathroom etiquette. We did those on 8x10 frames that we put white cardstock on. We have comb your hair, wash your hands, brush your teeth, soak, relax, unwind. Wow, that was a lot of work for 1 hour. I am so glad though. These are beautiful. They're going to add to my wall of fame with all my chalk things so nicely. Well, if you are watching this on the replay, type in replay. If you're not a member of my VIP group, just comment, add me. And I have a chalk night coming up July 12th, Friday, July 12th, from 7 to 9. And you can find that on both my page and my VIP group. It was fun tonight. Love this video and share it with your friends for me. Thanks. Have a great weekend. I will see you hopefully tomorrow night.